Some big news coming in. Controversial Maharashtra Minister Sanjay Rathod has resigned recently. Rathod's supporters had carried out a show of strength at Pora Devi Temple in Washim district last week, flouting COVID norms in full public view. Chorus had grown louder for Sanjay Rathod's resignation after his name was linked with suicide of a 22-year-old TikTok star. Here's some big news coming in. Sanjay Rathod now resigns. Maharashtra Minister, the Mahaghadi government Minister Sanjay Rathod now resigns recently. His, of course, supporters there had carried out a huge show of strength at Pora Devi Temple in Washim district just last week, flouting COVID norms in full public view. And then the chorus, of course, grew louder for Sanjay Rathod's resignation after his name was linked with suicide of a 22-year-old TikTok star. Here is Sanjay Rathod, who has now resigned from the government. In fact, Sanjay Rathod's name was allegedly linked with a suicide of a 22-year-old TikTok star. The chorus for his resignation grew louder. And here we're looking at the BJP also at that point in time launching a statewide agitation against Sanjay Rathod over his alleged links to the death of a woman, Pooja Chavan. In fact, Sanjay Rathod now has resigned from his post. Kamlesh Sutar joining us, as well as Pankaj from Mumbai. Kamlesh, do take us through Sanjay Rathod. Has he fallen under pressure and resigned? Is he guilty and resigned, or is it just resignation coming at a time when allegations are running rife and he believes until investigations are clear, he will step back? What's the reason for his resignation?
Well, couple of reasons, Nabila. First place, his name has been linked to the suicide of 22-year-old TikTok star Pooja Chavan, and ever since pressure has been mounting on the state government, especially Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray, because Sanjay Rathod hails from the Shiv Sena. For last 15 days, ever since the allegations started coming up, Sanjay Rathod went incommunicado, and after that, when he appeared before public, he gathered a lot of crowd just to show of strength, showing that his Banjara community from he hails from is behind him. On both occasions, the party had to face a lot of embarrassment. So the budget session of Maharashtra Assembly is to start. The opposition has already mounted attack on the Shiv Sena, especially.
All right, and let me quickly cut across to Pankaj Upadhyay joining us. Pankaj, we're looking at the Shiv Sena, the Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray almost putting pressure on Sanjay Rathod to resign, and it appears here that Sanjay Rathod has buckled under pressure and tendered his resignation now. What exactly was the reason for this kind of pressure and Uddhav Thackeray there insisting that he resign, with finally Sanjay resigning?
Yes, Nabila, this resignation comes at a very crucial juncture because this comes ahead of the budget session. Remember, the Bharatiya Janata Party had been mounting a lot of pressure. In fact, the office of Devendra Fadnavis, the former Chief Minister of Maharashtra and the leader of opposition in the Legislative Assembly, had said that there are different rules of justice for common man. He said if the minister does not resign, then perhaps they would resign from the committee of the Shakti Act as well. And there was pressure on the MVA government from the BJP. And the BJP had clearly said that they would disrupt the proceedings of the budget session if the controversial Sena leader was not to resign. And so it clearly seems that ahead of the budget session, clearly the MVA government has buckled in front of the pressure from the Bharatiya Janata Party. And because the BJP had been saying that the Pune police was also under pressure from the government, and that is why there was not free and fair probe. Now, Sanjay Rathod, the controversial leader, is still believed to be inside the official bungalow of the Chief Minister. We've just seen Uddhav Thackeray passing through this very area because there is some movement. I'll ask my camera person Mahesh More to come ahead.
Right,
we are showing live visuals to our viewers right now. Perhaps the controversial leader could be in one of these cars. We'll have to wait. Give me some time, Nabila, so that I can confirm whether he's
go
here.
on, go on.
Eknath Shinde is here. Eknath Shinde. सर रेजिग्नेशन क्या भारतीय जनता पार्टी के दबाव में दिया गया? सर भारतीय जनता पार्टी के दबाव में आ रहा है सर, आप सीनियर मंत्री हैं सेना के, बीजेपी कह रही थी कि फेयर एंड प्रोब नहीं हो रहा है, तो आपके
किसी के दबाव में कोई कार्रवाई हम लोग नहीं करते हैं और वो आके बताएंगे आपको।
देवेंद्र फडणवीस ने कहा था कि अगर वो रिजाइन नहीं करेंगे तो शक्ति एक्ट से भी कमेटी से हट जाएंगे। क्या ये बीजेपी का दबाव था?
अभी वहाँ आ रहे आदमी लोग, उनको बात तो करो।
So there you are, Nabila, Senior Minister, Cabinet Minister Eknath Shinde. clearly saying that they have not buckled under pressure from the Bharatiya Janata Party. Now we'll put this again on record. Bharatiya Janata Party, right up to the leadership of Devendra Fadnavis, had been saying from day one that they will not allow...
All right, catch your breath, Pankaj Upadhyay, catch your breath. I'm going to cut across to BJP leader Ram Kadam joining us on the phone line. Mr. Ram Kadam, he has immense amount of pressure on Sanjay Rathod after the suicide of a 22-year-old, and here allegations against him has led to his resignation. It seems like the Shiv Sena government has cracked a whip. Is it in the right direction according to you?
देखिएगा, जिस प्रकार से राठौड़ जी ने अधिवेशन के पूर्व संध्या पर उन्होंने राजीनामा देने की पेशकश की है, इस्तीफा दे रहे हैं, ये पूरी तरह से डर और भय के कारण वे लोग कर रहे हैं। अब गत 15 दिनों से सारा समूचा महाराष्ट्र और भारतीय जनता पार्टी मांग कर रही है उनके इस्तीफा की। अब तक उन्होंने क्यों इस्तीफा नहीं दिया? आज ही कौन सा मुहूर्त था? कल अधिवेशन का आरंभ होने जा रहा है। जिस प्रकार से विपक्ष आक्रामक होगा और आक्रामक होने के बाद इनकी धज्जियां सारे देश के सामने उड़ेगी, तो कहीं ना कहीं डर के कारण इन्हें ये इस्तीफा सौंपना पड़ा। ये पहली बात। दूसरी बात, हम ये पूछना चाहते हैं कि विगत कुछ दिनों के अंतराल में ये किसे बचाने का दुस्साहस कर रहे थे? किन लोगों को इन्हें बचाना था? जब समूचा महाराष्ट्र मांग कर रहा था उनकी इस्तीफे की, तब ये महाराष्ट्र की शिवसेना की सरकार कान में कौन से रुई को डाल करके बैठी थी? कौन सी निद्रा में थी? आज ही कैसे जाग गई? ये कई सारे सवाल हैं कि इतने दिनों के इनके चुप्पी का कारण क्या? ये शिवसेना और महाराष्ट्र की सरकार को बताना होगा। अधिवेशन का कार्यकाल 30 दिन का अपेक्षित है। विपक्ष सवाल पूछेगा, उससे बचने के लिए इन्होंने केवल मात्र 8 दिन अधिवेशन रखा। 8 दिनों में भी आज ही इस्तीफा इसलिए दिया कि अधिवेशन के दौरान हम आक्रामक होंगे। तो कहीं ना कहीं ये महाराष्ट्र की जनता की भारी जीत है। सरकार को आज जनता की आवाज के सामने झुकना पड़ा, पर केवल इस्तीफा देकर के काम नहीं चलेगा। ये समूचे मामले की जांच होना आवश्यक है और जांच होकर के जो भी तथ्य है महाराष्ट्र सरकार को लोगों के सामने रखने पड़ेंगे।
क्या आप ये इस्तीफा को स्वागत करते हैं?
नहीं, देर पर दुरुस्त। ये केवल इस्तीफा, ये नौटंकी नहीं होनी चाहिए। जिस प्रकार से अधिवेशन की पूर्व संध्या पर इन्हें इस्तीफा देने की याद आती है, तो इतने दिन कौन सी निद्रा सो रहे थे? इतने दिनों तक इन्होंने क्यों नहीं इस्तीफा दिया? इतने दिनों तक महाराष्ट्र के मुख्यमंत्री ने क्यों नहीं बयान दिया? इतने दिनों शिवसेना के नेता क्यों नहीं बचा रहे थे? ऐसे बहुत सारे सवाल हैं जो महाराष्ट्र की सरकार को
नेता पे बहुत सारे एलिगेशंस और आरोप है। तो अगर रेजिग्नेशन सब दे दे तो यहाँ पर संजय राठौड़ ने दिया है फाइनली प्रेशर ही सही, फिर भी उन्होंने रेजिग्नेशन टेंडर किया है, उसका स्वागत करते हैं आप?
किसी की जान चली जाती है, उसके बाद इंसान के भीतर की संवेदनाएं, उस जिसकी जान चली गई उसकी माँ की किलकारियां क्या शिवसेना के नेताओं के कानों तक नहीं जाती? जो आत्मा भगवान के द्वार पे गई है, क्या उस आत्मा को न्याय नहीं मिलना चाहिए? जिस उम्र में जीवन का आरंभ होता है, उस उम्र में उस नारी को अपना जीवन समाप्त करना पड़ा, इसका कोई समर्थन कर सकता है? इस्तीफा देकर के काम नहीं चलेगा। इसकी पूरी तरह से जांच होकर के जो भी सत्य है, सत्य और तथ्य लोगों के सामने आए।
Thank you very much, Ram Kadam, for joining us with those details. Let me quickly cut across to Pankaj Khelkar joining us for more on that. Pankaj, this is a huge move. Sanjay Rathod, Maharashtra minister, has now tendered his resignation. Now, you call it pressure from the Shiv Sena government, from Uddhav Thackeray, whatever may be. The man is finally resigned. Where does the investigation stand as of now? Is Sanjay Rathod also one of those accused in the complaint filed by the family members of the 22-year-old?
Nabila, as of now, after 20 days, Sanjay Rathod, the MVA minister, has resigned, and it was all due to the pressure built up by the media and the other factors, that is the opposition party. Now the family members, the cousin family members, are in Pune. They are at the Wanavadi police station and they are there to record their statement, and they have alleged that all of the 3 persons who are absconding from...
Rathod speaking live. Let's cut across.
मी चालू देणार नाही, हे बाबासाहेब आंबेडकरांच्या घटनेच्या विरोधात आहे. लोकशाहीच्या विरोधात आहे. खरं तर हे कोणत्याही प्रकरणाची चौकशी झाली पाहिजे, त्याच्यानंतर या ठिकाणी जे काही परिणाम आहेत ते भोगायला पाहिजे. परंतु जे विरोधक आहे त्यांना मात्र या ठिकाणी आम्ही अधिवेशन चालू देणार नाही, संसदीय कार्य आम्ही चालू होऊ देणार नाही, हीच त्यांची भूमिका कशा पद्धती आहे. आणि म्हणून माझ्या या ठिकाणी वैयक्तिक जीवनामध्ये समाजावर ज्या पद्धतीचे या ठिकाणी परिणाम झाला आणि म्हणून मी या पदापासून दूर होण्याचा निर्णय घेतला आणि चौकशी निष्पक्षपणे झाली पाहिजे, ही सुद्धा माझी भूमिका आहे. तपास योग्य पद्धतीने झाला पाहिजे, तपासातून सत्य बाहेर आला पाहिजे, ही माझी भूमिका आहे.
हिंदी में बता दीजिए.
Karnakraj Pankaj Upadhyay. Pankaj, did you hear what Sanjay Rathod just said? If you could translate that to us. Pankaj, if you can hear me.
There's been a lot of politics of late. Can you hear me, Nabila?
Pankaj, go on. We can hear you.
Yes. So Nabila, he's just gone inside the Chief Minister's bungalow, and he said that his version is that he too is in the favor of a fair probe. He says that there's a lot of politics going on, the way the Bharatiya Janata Party has been mounting pressure ahead of the budget session. He said that this is a ploy to finish his career. This is a ploy to mount pressure on the MVA government. He says that there has to be a fair probe, and that is why he's stepping aside so that the police can go ahead in this investigation and that the opposition does not get the chance at this point of time, at this crucial juncture when the budget session is about to start, to color the atmosphere. So here he was. I tried to ask him other questions as well, but he's just given his version. The Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Uddhav Thackeray, is not here. After a point of time, he'll be landing at Sahyadri, where he's going to take the cabinet meeting, an all-important cabinet meeting ahead of the budget session. And at around 6:30, he is going to be addressing a press briefing. So it's going to be interesting what the Chief Minister has to say now, because mind you, earlier Chief Minister had also said that there has to be a fair probe. If all the evidences have been put ahead, then there has to be a fair probe. Mind you, there had been a lot of pressure coming in on the MVA government, especially the BJP, which had raised a big question mark on the credibility of the MVA government. Devendra Fadnavis had gone on to say that it is perhaps that the authorities have been given the right for sexual misconduct here. So the MVA government realized that while on one hand the BJP had been saying that they would present various facts with regards to corruption during the COVID pandemic, and here they had got yet another issue to put pressure on the government. Perhaps buckling under the pressure today, the controversial Shiv Sena leader finally had to resign. But the story isn't over.
Absolutely, Pankaj Upadhyay, the story isn't over, but we'd like to get some clarity on what exactly is the issue here. Pankaj Khelkar to explain to us in detail. Pankaj Khelkar, go on. Can you give us a glimpse into this, the history of this case? What happened to that 22-year-old girl? Why has political pressure mounted on Sanjay Rathod for him to eventually resign? Has his name also come up in the FIR that's been filed by the family members? Give us some clarity on the allegations against him.
Nabila, if we go from the start, Pooja Chauhan, the 22-year-old girl from Parli town of Beed district, was one of the Karyakarta, one of the supporter of Sanjay Rathod from Banjara community. And since long, like since 2016, she was with him, or she was working for him. In 2018, she was very active, participating in all of his rallies as one of the Karyakarta. And later on, here we came to know on 7th of February that a girl has lost her life in Pune, but there was no one to register and no one was there to blame the minister that is being blamed as of now, who has tendered his resignation. But after a few days, some leaks and some audio clips went viral wherein there were alleged links and alleged talks between the girl who lost her life and this minister, and along with them 2 other guys. And so there was inquiry that was demanded. Her family members said that they don't have any problem. But later on, one of the BJP leader from Pune, he came out, but he did not speak. But the voices were raising, then BJP started raising their voices, and it was Chitra Wagh, the BJP leader, who first alleged that Sanjay Rathod, the forest minister, one of the minister of this MVA government, he is responsible and he is the person who can be heard, wherein the girl, the 22-year-old girl, Pooja Chauhan, repeatedly said that I have to meet you, I want to have dinner with you, and you have to be with me as soon as possible. So these are some of the links or some of the clips that were there that are viral. But after that, when she lost her life, there is one more clip which says that minister was listening while the postmortem was going on, and Arun Rathod and Vilas Chauhan, both of them were there at the Pune hospital, wherein they were continuously in talks with the minister, minister who has been alleged that his involvement is there. And now, when pressure has been built up, Sanjay Rathod has tendered his resignation, but at the same time he has said that he is waiting for justice. No one should pressurize him, or everything what is happening is due to the opposition party that has built up the pressure. So he is saying that something wrong is happening against him, politics is happening against him.
He's calling it a political conspiracy, but undoubtedly it appears... It appears that the Shiv Sena has not taken anything to chance. They have not, they've in fact ensured that Sanjay Rathod has resigned, and he will resign, and this is exactly what... Let's cut across. Nawab Malik speaking there.
कुठे मजा येतोय सर एक मिनिट सर ज्या पद्धतीने सर एक मिनिट थांबा या प्रकरणामध्ये गेली काही दिवस त्यांच्या आत्महत्येबाबत वेगळी चर्चा सुरू होती. माहिती अनुसार संजय राठोड यांनी राजीनामा दिलेला आहे. आता त्यांच्या राजीनाम्याबाबत निश्चित मुख्यमंत्री निर्णय घेतील. आमच्या पक्षाची स्पष्ट भूमिका आहे की या आत्महत्या प्रकरणाचा योग्य तपास झाला पाहिजे. या तपासामध्ये निष्पन्न होईल त्या पद्धतीने पुढच्या कारवाई झाला पाहिजे, आणि तपास निष्पक्षपणे होत आहे. ज्याच्यात जो कोणी दोषी असेल निश्चित रूपाने त्यांच्यावर कारवाई होणार. पिछले कई दिनों से पूजा चौहान आत्महत्या के मामले में अलग अलग तरह से बातें सामने आ रही थी. आज मंत्री महोदय ने स्वयं मुख्यमंत्री के पास जिस तरह से खबर आ रही है कि इस्तीफा सौंपा है, हमारी पार्टी की स्पष्ट भूमिका है कि पूजा चौहान आत्महत्या के मामले में निष्पक्ष तरीके से जांच हो, और जो भी जांच में सामने आए उस तरह से उस पर कार्रवाई हो, और एक समय सीमा निश्चित करके ये जांच होनी चाहिए. मंत्री जिम्मेदार हो तो उन्हें दंडित किया जाए. अगर उनकी कोई भूमिका नहीं है, वो भी जनता के सामने आए. हमारी पार्टी की ये स्पष्ट भूमिका है.
बीजेपी के दबाव में किया गया
इस्तीफा जो भी है उन्होंने स्वयं सौंपा है मुख्यमंत्री महोदय को. उस पर मुख्यमंत्री महोदय क्या निर्णय है वो स्वयं घोषित करेंगे. लेकिन हम ये चाहते हैं कि जांच निष्पक्ष तरीके से हो, समय सीमा निर्धारित की जाए, और जांच जनता की रिपोर्ट जनता के सामने रखी जाए. अगर कोई दोषी है तो कोई कितना भी बड़ा हो उस पर कार्रवाई हो. अगर दोष नहीं है तो वो भी जनता के सामने रखा जाए. या बाबतीत राजीनामा स्वतः मंत्री महोदयांनी सादर केलेला आहे. त्या बाबतीत अंतिम निर्णय सन्माननीय मुख्यमंत्री घेतील. मी पुन्हा सांगतो की हे जे तपास सुरू आहे ते निष्पक्षपणे तपास झाला पाहिजे. एक कालमर्यादा ठरवून या तपासाचा जे काही अहवाल असेल जनतेसमोर आला पाहिजे. जर मंत्री महोदय दोषी असतील तर निश्चित रूपाने त्यांच्यावर कारवाई झाली पाहिजे.